What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video and to the channel. As you guys can see me, I have the E90 behind me here. And for this video, I wanted to do something a little bit different than what I usually do. Usually I'll just do, DIYs of me installing, a modification part or a maintenance part or something like that. Or, just talking about my cars and just simple stuff like that. But for this video, I figured I'd do something a little different and just do more of like a vlog style video where I just show myself just working on my car, fixing little things, because outside of those videos I post on the channel where I'm installing a part or a maintenance part or talking about my cars, I do work on the car because stuff does come up with the car where there's like little things that I need to fix or adjust on the car. And right now there is a few things that I need to do to the car, and I figured I'd just take you guys along with me and just kind of show you guys, some of the stuff I do outside of, doing those kind of videos where, like I said, just DIYs and stuff. So yeah, this will be my first kind of video like this. So as always, feel free to let me know what you guys think of this video and if you guys would like me to do more videos like this in the future. So as you guys know, I got new wheels, these ESR CS11s. And I've been driving with them on the car for a couple weeks now, and a few things have happened, little issues and stuff that I've noticed after installing these wheels, and that has resulted in a few things that I need to fix and adjust and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys those things. So before I get started here, just to provide some context for those of you who may not be up to date with everything, specifically the wheels. So I just installed these ESR CS11s on the car a couple weeks ago, and I did a video on it, but the specs for these wheels are a square setup, 19 by 9.5 with an offset of 35, and then the tires are 235 by 35 R19. So every single wheel on the car is exactly the same with the rim and the tire spec. So it's a square setup, so everything is exactly the same from front to back. So as the result of having a 9.5-inch wide wheel on the front, there was very little room to, clear the coilover, and I actually didn't even clear the coilover when I first put the wheels on. So I had to get a little 5mm spacer there, you can see, so that I could clear the coilover because it was making contact and it was kind of rubbing on there. But with this spacer, it is now clearing it. So now getting into the stuff that I need to fix and adjust on the car in regards to these wheels. So first thing, with these tires, someone actually pointed this out in my other video in the comment section, but these tires, these are Hankook Ventus V12 Evo tires. These are supposed to be rotating in a certain direction, and I put, at least on the front, I put them on the wrong side. So this wheel is supposed to be on that side, and the wheel over there is supposed to be on this side. And I could easily figure that out if I just looked at the side of the tire here, because on these tires there is a directional arrow right there where it says rotation. It's upside down, but right there that tells you the way it's supposed to be rotating. And if you just think about if the car is moving, the tires would be rotating this way, but the arrow is pointing that way. So yeah, these tires are pretty much rotating the wrong way than they're designed to. So yeah, I need to switch the two front wheels. This wheel is supposed to go on that side, and then I'm going to switch the wheel on that side to this side so that the tires will then be rotating in the appropriate direction. Now the next thing that I have noticed after putting these wheels on, I am having a bit of steering wheel wobble whenever I'm on the highway. It's not really bad, it's just kind of a little bit, but it definitely is noticeable. And I'm kind of confused as to why that is, because usually that happens if you get wheels and you don't have the appropriate center bore size, which is the point at which it like kind of sits on the hub here. There's like a little lip that the wheel sits on, and if you get too big of a hub size with the wheels, like the wheel won't be aligned correctly, and then like it'll wobble at high speeds. So then you're supposed to get like a hub centric ring, which will fill the gap and then make everything symmetrical, and it won't wobble or anything. I actually had to do that on my old set of wheels, my Asante wheels, but with these I made sure to get the correct center bore size, which is 72 by 56mm. So I did that. I'm pretty sure I got the correct size, but for some reason the steering wheel is still wobbling. I'm not sure why. Maybe I know I ordered the correct size. Maybe they sent me the wrong wheels with the wrong center hub bore size. So I do have my old hub-centric rings for my old wheels, so I'm gonna see if they fit maybe, and if that's the issue, So yeah, that's another thing. And then probably the last thing here that I need to kind of touch up is my Caliper paint. As you guys can see, it is peeling off pretty badly. Now, when I painted these calipers initially, I didn't do like a whole, process where you prep everything and clean everything and like prime everything and all that stuff. I just simply cleaned them as best I could with some brake cleaner and a brush, and then I painted over it. Now, I know obviously that's not the best way to paint something, because then this will happen just like this. But I didn't really care that much. I just wanted it to green. So I'm gonna go ahead and just touch that up with some more lime green engine enamel paint, the high temperature paint, just so that it looks cleaner and looks complete. It's probably gonna come off again, but it's not really that big of a deal. I just want it to look green. So yeah, that is all the stuff I need to fix and adjust and touch up on the car in this video today. So I already have the quick jack, as you guys can see there, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on all this stuff. So these are the hub centric rings that I was using on the old wheels. I'm gonna go ahead and see if these fit by chance on these wheels. So yeah, these aren't fitting, so that means that these are too big. So that means that the center bore size is the correct size for the hub for this BMW E90. So I'm really not sure why that the steering wheel is wobbling. Hopefully it'll be because I had the tires on the wrong side in terms of the rotation, like I mentioned. So see, before I put the wheels on, I'm gonna go ahead and touch up the Caliper paint here. As you can see, it's peeled off pretty badly on this side also. This is the engine paint I use. It's just engine enamel. I used it since it was high temperature paint and the brake calipers get pretty hot, so that's why. And it's this color here, as you can see there. Alright, so I just finished touching up the calipers with some more lime green paint, and in no way was that the proper way to paint your calipers. I had zero protection. I was just using the cardboard piece so that it wouldn't get like overspray. But it did get on the brake disc quite a bit, but I just simply cleaned it off with some adhesive remover and that brush, and the rest of that stuff there on the surface will just simply come off once I drive the car and brake a few times. So really not that big of a deal, but yeah, that was nowhere near the proper way to paint your calipers. I just wanted to do this quickly since I was just doing a simple touch-up. But as you guys can see, it looks a lot better. There's less spots where you can see like underneath just the gray caliper. So yeah, that's all I really needed to do, and now it looks 10 times better. Looks a lot cleaner. And same on the other side. Looks so much cleaner. And pretty much the same thing happened. Got it on the brake rotor, but cleaned it off with the adhesive remover and the brush, and the rest of that stuff will just come off once I drive the car and brake a few times. So yeah, now that that is out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and put these wheels back on. So I actually decided to take a look at the rear too, And the calipers in the rear are kind of spotty too. Not as bad as the front, but there are some spots where the paint is peeled off, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch that up. Alright, so I finished up making all the adjustments and touch-ups and everything. So now the two front wheels are switched, and the rotation arrow right here is now pointing the correct direction, and my car just locked by itself for some reason. You can see on this side, where is it at? There it is, down there. Spinning this direction here. In addition, now the calipers are nice and clean without any spots that you can notice where the paint has peeled off. Looks pretty clean on this side now too. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the car out for a drive real quick to see if the steering wheel wobble has went away at all. So I just took the car on the highway for a short little period there to see if the steering wheel would wobble like it did before, because that's when it would wobble whenever I'd be like on the freeway doing about like 60 or 70. And it seems to have gone away for the most part. I can still feel like a tiny little bit of wobble in the steering wheel, but I mean, it's always kind of had that since I got the car. Ever since I've added and had aftermarket wheels on the car. So it would appear that switching the tires to the appropriate rotation direction somehow did help with the wobble. I'm not sure how that would affect steering wheel wobble, honestly. But then again, like, I've had plenty of experiences where like I've had issues and then like the cause would be something completely random that I wouldn't think would cause that issue. I didn't understand how it would cause that issue. So this is another one. I honestly don't understand how the wrong rotation direction would cause steering wheel wobble in a car. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it on the highway again, just to see if it still doesn't wobble. Tell you what, guys, it is really hot in my area right now. It's about 91 degrees outside right now, which is pretty hot for San Diego County, but I mean, it is that time of year, so. So I am back here in my driveway and back from the drive. Somehow the rotation direction of the tires had an effect on the steering wheel wobble. I really don't know how the rotation direction really matters. If any of you guys out there know why or how that could have caused my steering wheel to wobble, feel free to share, because I am always interested in knowing why things cause certain other things. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it for all of the adjustments I wanted to do in this video you guys saw. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you guys for joining me in this video. Let me know if you guys like this kind of video where I just kind of like vlog and show you guys some of the stuff I do outside of doing, you know, DIYs and installing parts, modifications, and maintenance parts and all that stuff. So yeah guys, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content like this. And feel free to check out my website at inline6auto.com for any sort of aftermarket modification accessories for your E93 series or F33 series. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next video.